Wealth begins in conscious thought. Every dollar, every opportunity, every seed of abundance in your life is first planted in the fertile soil of your mind. The mind is not merely a passive observer of your circumstances. It is the workshop where your financial destiny is forged. The millionaire knows this secret. Before money appears in the bank, before success manifests in tangible ways, it takes root in focused, deliberate thinking. Every thought you entertain is a signal to the universe, an energetic command that either attracts prosperity or repels it. Consider this: if your mind is filled with doubts, with worry, with "I can't" and "I'll never have enough," you are unknowingly building invisible barriers to the life you desire. Scarcity is created not by the world outside, but by the inner world you nurture. But when you consciously choose thoughts of abundance, when you affirm in your mind the wealth you deserve, you are sending out powerful, magnetic energy that draws opportunities, ideas, and resources directly to you. Wealth, conscious thinking, is not wishful thinking or idle daydreaming. It is a deliberate, sustained focus on what you want to manifest. It is planting seeds of thought that are nurtured daily through belief, visualization, and clarity. Millionaires do not leave their financial lives to chance. They understand that the mind is the blueprint, the invisible architect of all tangible success. They speak to themselves in language of power, certainty, and possibility. They replace every negative thought with a positive, wealth-oriented alternative. When you begin to cultivate conscious thought about wealth, you start noticing doors opening where once there were walls. Ideas that seemed elusive become visible. Opportunities that appeared random are suddenly aligned with your vision. Your mind begins to act like a magnet, pulling toward you the resources, the people, and the situations that your previous unconscious thoughts had been repelling. It is essential to guard your mental environment vigilantly. Thoughts are contagious, and the energy you allow in, through conversation, media, or surroundings, affects your capacity to attract wealth. Millionaires are deliberate in what they feed their minds. They cultivate positivity, clarity, and faith, knowing that the wealth they desire is drawn to the frequency they emit. Every morning, every hour, and every moment becomes a chance to reinforce this conscious alignment with abundance. Remember, wealth is not an accident. It is the inevitable outcome of intentional thinking. Your conscious mind is the seedbed of prosperity, and with attention, focus, and unwavering belief, the thoughts you cultivate today will blossom into the financial realities you experience tomorrow. Begin now with deliberate thought. Plant the seeds of abundance, speak of wealth, imagine it vividly, and hold unwavering faith. The universe responds to thought first, then to action, and only then does money appear. Wealth begins in conscious thought, and the mind that is trained, focused, and aligned with abundance cannot help but create prosperity. This is the foundation upon which all financial success is built. Nurture your mind, and the world will respond with richness beyond measure. The power of words is extraordinary, far greater than most ever realize. Words are not simply sounds, they are energetic forces that shape reality, invisible yet incredibly potent. Every word you speak, every phrase you repeat in your mind, is a command to the universe. It either attracts prosperity, health, and happiness or repels them. Millionaires understand this secret. They know that what they say aloud or silently can either open the door to abundance or slam it shut. Think about it. When you speak of lack, debt, or limitation, you are essentially telling the universe, "This is my reality, and I accept it." Scarcity is reinforced with every negative utterance. But when you speak with clarity, conviction, and positivity about money, success, and opportunity, you are planting seeds of wealth that will grow and multiply. Words are like magic spells, powerful enough to influence not only your inner world, but also the circumstances outside of you. The millionaire mindset is built on the careful, deliberate use of language. Those who attract wealth avoid phrases like "I can't afford it" or "I'm too late." Instead, they declare, I am capable of abundance. Money flows to me freely. And I am open to receive all the wealth the universe provides. These words are not empty affirmations. They are energetic signals that align the mind with possibility, focus intention, and attract the people, resources, and opportunities needed to manifest prosperity. It is not only what you speak aloud that matters. The silent words you tell yourself are just as powerful. Thoughts that repeat in your mind constantly become your reality if left unchecked. Millionaires are vigilant about their inner dialogue, knowing that self-limiting thoughts can negate even the most confident external declarations. They replace fear, doubt, and hesitation with words that uplift, energize, and magnetize wealth. Words have the power to shape your identity. When you consistently speak as someone who is wealthy, capable, and deserving, you begin to embody that reality. Your actions follow your declarations, your confidence grows, and your circumstances begin to reflect the language of abundance. Conversely, words of complaint, limitation, or negativity trap you in cycles of lack. No matter how hard you work, the universe responds to the vibrations of your speech. Words carry frequency, emotion, and intent. When you speak with joy, certainty, and gratitude, you resonate with abundance itself, attracting wealth effortlessly. Those who master the power of words do not wait for opportunities, they create them. They do not hope for money, they speak it into existence. Every sentence is a command, every affirmation is a blueprint for prosperity. Millionaires know that repetition and consistency amplify the power of words. A single declaration may spark inspiration, but repeated, confident statements of intent build momentum, shape beliefs, and solidify results. The spoken word becomes a bridge between the invisible world of thought and the tangible world of money, success, and freedom. In every conversation, every decision, every inner reflection, words matter. They are the instruments of creation, the tools with which you build your financial reality. Speak deliberately, speak boldly, and speak with faith. Let your words announce not what you fear, but what you intend to receive. Let them proclaim not limitation, but limitless opportunity. The power of words is the secret force behind every fortune, every achievement, and every success story. Words can transform your mind, your actions, and ultimately your life. Choose them wisely, speak them confidently, and watch as the universe responds to your declarations with abundance, opportunity, and prosperity. Belief precedes manifestation. Every fortune ever accumulated, every success ever celebrated, begins first in the unseen world of faith and conviction. Nothing can appear in your life without first being believed in your heart and accepted by your mind. Millionaires understand this secret. They know that money, opportunity, and abundance do not simply fall into their lives by chance. They flow to those who truly believe they are worthy and capable of receiving them. Think of belief as the blueprint, the invisible architecture of reality. Before the first dollar appears in your hands, it exists in your mind, fully formed in the currency of faith. Your thoughts and feelings about money create the energetic framework that attracts wealth. When you harbor doubt, fear, or uncertainty, you are essentially sending a signal that abundance is not for you. But when you cultivate unwavering belief, when you truly feel deserving and certain of prosperity, you align yourself with the natural flow of abundance, and the universe responds. Belief is not wishful thinking. It is not fleeting hope or idle dreaming. It is a deep, unwavering certainty that what you desire is not only possible but inevitable. Millionaires visualize, affirm, and feel the reality of their financial goals as though they have already arrived. They step into the experience of wealth in their minds, experiencing the emotions of success, freedom, and security long before the first tangible sign appears. This emotional alignment strengthens their magnetic pull, drawing circumstances, people, and resources to them in perfect timing. Faith, when combined with focus and intention, becomes a powerful force for manifestation. Every opportunity begins as a seed planted by belief. When you believe in your capacity to achieve, you notice solutions where others see obstacles, and you recognize opportunities that others overlook. The universe has a remarkable way of answering the clarity and certainty of your belief with evidence in the material world. The millionaire's mind operates on a simple but profound principle. What is believed will become reality. Doubt weakens, hesitation delays, and skepticism repels. Belief accelerates, attracts, and expands. Every action taken, every choice made, and every word spoken from the place of certainty multiplies the power of your intentions. Wealth is never accidental. It is the logical outcome of consistent, unshakable faith in your ability to manifest it. Manifestation responds not just to intellectual agreement, but to emotional conviction. To believe fully is to feel it in your bones, to know it in your heart, and to live as though it has already arrived. When you act with this level of faith, the universe mirrors it, providing pathways, synchronicities, and opportunities that bring your vision to life. This is why millionaires do not merely hope for abundance. They embody it. They see themselves living in financial freedom, breathing it, thinking it, speaking it, and moving as if it already exists. Belief precedes manifestation, not as a suggestion, but as an absolute law. If you want to attract wealth, you must first accept it internally, believe it fully, and feel deserving of it. Every moment spent doubting is a moment that delays the arrival of your financial reality. Conversely, every moment spent cultivating faith, visualizing success, and affirming abundance strengthens your magnetic power and accelerates manifestation. The journey from desire to reality always begins within. Before you see the first signs of money in your life, you must see it in your mind, believe it in your heart, and accept it as your inevitable experience. Millionaires do not wait for circumstances to align. They align themselves with their belief first, and then the world rearranges itself to reflect it. Belief precedes manifestation, and this principle is not just theoretical. It is the engine behind every financial triumph. To master wealth, you must master your belief. Know with unwavering certainty that abundance is yours. Feel it, think it, speak it, and act as if it already belongs to you. When belief becomes the foundation of your consciousness, manifestation becomes unstoppable, inevitable, and extraordinary. Gratitude multiplies riches. This is a principle that the wealthy understand intuitively, though it often escapes the attention of those still chasing after money with worry and anxiety. Appreciation is not just a polite gesture or a fleeting feeling. It is a powerful force that magnetizes abundance. When you consciously acknowledge the blessings you already have, you create a vibrational energy that attracts more of what you value into your life. Millionaires do not wait until they have everything to feel thankful. They begin with what they already possess and express gratitude for it, and in doing so, they open the door to even greater wealth. Think about it. The universe responds not just to desire, but to the vibration of your heart. A mind filled with complaint, envy, or dissatisfaction repels prosperity, no matter how capable or hardworking the individual might be. But when you cultivate gratitude, when you genuinely celebrate both the small and the large successes in your life, you send out a signal that says, I am ready for more. I am worthy of abundance. This is the energy that attracts opportunities, ideas, and resources that others might overlook or dismiss. Gratitude is a multiplier because it transforms your perception of the world. When you focus on what you already have, you see wealth everywhere, sometimes in the simplest things. A supportive friend, a helpful mentor, a new idea, or even a single dollar earned. Millionaires understand that every resource, no matter how modest, carries the potential for growth when recognized with appreciation. By consciously valuing what exists in their lives, they create momentum for more to flow in. It is as if the universe mirrors their recognition, amplifying their wealth in both obvious and unexpected ways. the practice of gratitude is not passive. It is a deliberate act of mental and emotional alignment with abundance. Each day, millionaires take time to acknowledge the blessings, victories, and gifts they already enjoy. They do not merely skim over these acknowledgments. They immerse themselves in the feeling of appreciation, allowing it to saturate their consciousness. This creates a fertile ground for wealth to grow, because prosperity cannot coexist with a mindset of lack. Where gratitude is strong, limitation cannot take root. Gratitude also transforms challenges into opportunities. Even obstacles or delays carry hidden blessings when approached from a perspective of appreciation. Millionaires learn to see difficulties as lessons, setbacks as redirections, and problems as seeds of opportunity. By recognizing the value in every experience and expressing thanks for the learning and growth it provides, they maintain the high vibrational frequency that draws wealth effortlessly. When you practice gratitude consistently, it becomes a magnetic force, pulling prosperity toward you in ways that logic alone cannot explain. Money is drawn to appreciation. Wealth flows to those who recognize it, honor it, and celebrate it. Millionaires do not take their resources for granted. They treat each dollar, each opportunity, each connection as precious. This mindset of appreciation creates a cycle. Gratitude attracts more wealth, which deepens gratitude, which attracts even more abundance. Furthermore, gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to possibility. When you dwell on what is missing, you feel small, limited, and frustrated. But when you dwell on what is already present, you feel empowered, expansive, and open. This shift in consciousness is the cornerstone of attracting riches. The more you appreciate, the more the universe responds with abundance that aligns with your recognition. Gratitude multiplies riches because it signals readiness. The universe responds to those who value what they already have and demonstrates that they can handle more. Millionaires understand that wealth is not a matter of luck or entitlement. It is a reflection of the inner state of the mind. When you embody gratitude, you are prepared for wealth to enter your life, and the flow of money becomes a natural, continuous stream rather than a sporadic trickle. In every thought, word, and action, gratitude should permeate your consciousness. Celebrate each success, each opportunity, each blessing, and each lesson. Speak of your appreciation aloud, meditate on it, and allow it to saturate every corner of your mind. In doing so, you are not just acknowledging what is, you are creating the energetic blueprint for what will be. Gratitude multiplies riches because it turns ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities. It amplifies the value of everything you already possess, and it magnetizes the universe to deliver even more. The millionaire's mind knows this secret. The wealth you already hold, when recognized and celebrated, becomes the foundation for infinite prosperity. Replacing fear with confidence is one of the most powerful steps you can take on the path to wealth and abundance. Fear is the silent thief that robs you of opportunity, drains your energy, and blocks the flow of prosperity before it even has a chance to arrive. Every doubt, every hesitation, every worry about not having enough creates an invisible wall between you and the life you desire. Millionaires understand this principle intimately. They know that confidence is the bridge that allows money, opportunity, and success to flow effortlessly into their lives. Fear keeps people small. It whispers, "You are not ready," or "You do not deserve this," and the mind begins to obey. Scarcity and limitation take root when fear dominates your thoughts, but confidence is transformative. It is the energy that signals to the universe, "I am ready, I am capable, and I am deserving of abundance." It changes the way you see yourself, the decisions you make, and the actions you take. Where fear sees obstacles, confidence sees opportunities. Where fear freezes, confidence moves boldly. The millionaire mindset is rooted in unwavering belief in one's abilities. Confidence is not arrogance or entitlement. It is a deep inner assurance that resources exist, that doors can open, and that you have the ability to step through them. It allows you to take inspired action without hesitation, to make decisions that serve your highest potential, and to seize opportunities that others shy away from. Every act of faith, every bold move, every courageous step amplifies this energy, attracting wealth in ways that fear can never allow. Replacing fear with confidence begins in the mind. You must recognize the fears that have held you back and consciously choose to release them. Speak to yourself with empowering words, affirm your worthiness, and visualize yourself stepping into situations with courage and certainty. Millionaires do not wait until they feel fearless. They act despite fear, knowing that confidence grows through experience, deliberate choice, and persistence. Action taken in alignment with courage strengthens the magnetic pull of abundance. Confidence also transforms failure into feedback. Fear magnifies mistakes, turning them into roadblocks, while confidence views setbacks as lessons, redirections, and opportunities for growth. When you operate from a place of certainty and resilience, you maintain momentum even when challenges arise. Wealth flows to those who persist, who act decisively, and who do not allow fear to dictate their path. Emotion is a powerful partner in replacing fear. Feel the energy of confidence as if it is already present. Imagine yourself navigating life with boldness, trust, and ease. Let this feeling saturate your thoughts, words, and actions. Millionaires know that confidence is not just intellectual. It is embodied. When your inner state reflects courage, your outer world aligns, attracting wealth, opportunity, and influence. Every financial decision, investment, and opportunity is affected by your level of confidence. Fear restricts, hesitates, and second guesses. Confidence moves forward with clarity, decisiveness, and faith in the outcome. It allows you to trust in your ability to create solutions, to adapt, and to embrace change. Wealth loves the energy of certainty because it signals readiness, capability, and alignment with abundance. Replacing fear with confidence is not a one-time act. It is a daily practice, a conscious choice, and a mindset cultivated over time. Each morning, affirm your power, your worthiness, and your ability to handle any situation. Let each day be an exercise in courage, a rehearsal for abundance, and a declaration that fear no longer controls your destiny. Millionaires consistently reinforce this state, knowing that confidence is the soil from which all prosperity grows. Confidence is magnetic. It draws people, resources, and opportunities to you. It allows you to speak boldly, act decisively, and claim what is rightfully yours. Fear repels, hesitates, and shrinks. When you replace fear with confidence, you are no longer waiting for permission. You are commanding the energy of the universe to deliver the wealth and success you have envisioned. To replace fear with confidence is to step fully into your power, to trust in your ability to receive, and to claim the life of abundance that is your birthright. Millionaires understand this truth. Fear is the barrier, and confidence is the bridge. Walk across it boldly, and you will find the flow of money, opportunity, and freedom waiting on the other side, ready to transform your life in ways you once only dreamed possible. The law of circulation is one of the most powerful principles of wealth, yet it is often overlooked by those who cling to money out of fear or scarcity. Prosperity is not meant to be hoarded. It is a flowing river, moving freely from one hand to another, from one heart to another. Money, like energy, thrives when it is in motion. Those who understand this law do not accumulate wealth simply to keep it. They give, invest, share, and contribute, and in doing so, they invite a continuous return of abundance into their lives. Millionaires know that wealth loves circulation, and by allowing it to flow, they create a perpetual cycle of prosperity. Consider this: when you hold tightly to every dollar, fearing loss or scarcity, you block the natural flow of energy. Money is not static. It is alive, dynamic, and responsive to your actions and intentions. By giving, you signal to the universe that you trust in the endless supply of abundance, that you are open to receive, and that you understand the energetic principle that what moves expands. Conversely, hoarding creates stagnation, and stagnation repels wealth. The more freely you allow resources to circulate, the more they multiply, returning to you in forms often far greater than what you initially gave. Millionaires embrace this law with both strategy and heart. They invest in people, in ideas, and in causes they believe in, knowing that every contribution sets the wheels of abundance in motion. Whether through financial investment, sharing knowledge, or offering support, the act of circulation generates energy that flows back in multiplied form. It is not a gamble, it is a law of the universe. Energy that moves grows, and wealth that flows returns. The law of circulation is also reflected in the mindset of giving without attachment. True abundance does not cling or demand. Millionaires give with joy, generosity, and trust, understanding that the act of giving is a signal to the universe that they are aligned with the energy of wealth. When money flows through your hands with ease and purpose, it becomes a magnet, drawing more of the same energy back into your life. Scarcity, limitation, and fear lose their power because your consciousness is attuned to the rhythm of circulation. Circulation extends beyond money alone. It applies to knowledge, energy, opportunities, and even gratitude. Sharing ideas, mentoring others, or offering guidance creates the same dynamic. As you pour out, the universe pours back. Every act of contribution, no matter how small, sends a message that you are ready to receive more. Millionaires understand that wealth is not merely a number in a bank account. It is a flow, a movement, a rhythm. And when you dance in harmony with that rhythm, prosperity becomes inevitable. Fear of loss is the enemy of circulation. Many hold back because they worry that giving will deplete them, that sharing will reduce their resources. But the law of circulation teaches the opposite. The more freely you allow money to flow, the more it returns, often in ways you could not have anticipated. Giving creates space for more to come, and the universe responds to the faith and generosity embedded in your actions. The law of circulation also builds trust, not just in the universe, but in yourself. It cultivates confidence that you are capable of producing, attracting, and managing wealth. Millionaires operate from the understanding that money is abundant, that opportunity is endless, and that the energy of circulation ensures that every act of giving is returned manifold. When you release fear and embrace flow, you no longer live in lack. You live in the rhythm of abundance where resources move freely, opportunities multiply, and wealth expands naturally. Living by this law transforms not only your finances, but your entire consciousness. You begin to see wealth as energy, not possession, as a river to navigate, not a treasure to guard. You become attuned to the movement of life itself, confident that everything you contribute, share, or invest is returned in ever-expanding ways. Millionaires operate from this principle daily, understanding that circulation is not optional. It is essential for enduring prosperity. The law of circulation is the invisible engine behind every fortune, every success story, and every thriving enterprise. By allowing money to move with purpose, by giving freely, and by trusting in the infinite supply of the universe, you align yourself with the natural order of abundance. Wealth flows to those who flow with it. Scarcity remains with those who cling. Step into this law consciously and watch as your life transforms not just financially, but in joy, confidence, and freedom. Aligning action with words is the secret that separates those who merely dream of wealth from those who actually live it. Words alone are powerful, yes. They set intentions, clarify vision, and magnetize opportunity. But without action, they remain unrealized energy, like seeds scattered on barren soil. Millionaires understand this truth. Every declaration of abundance, every affirmation of prosperity, must be paired with deliberate, purposeful action. The two together create a momentum so powerful that the universe cannot resist responding. Consider this: when you speak boldly of the life you desire but take no steps to achieve it, you are sending mixed signals to the universe and to yourself. Your words declare readiness, yet your inaction contradicts that declaration, creating stagnation. But when you align every word with inspired action, you demonstrate commitment, clarity, and faith. This alignment multiplies the energy of your intentions, making your wealth not just possible, but inevitable. Action aligned with words is not random or haphazard. It is deliberate and strategic. Millionaires plan, prioritize, and execute in ways that reflect the reality they speak into existence. Each step is intentional, each choice mirrors their declarations, and every effort reinforces their vision. When speech and action move in harmony, the universe recognizes the resonance and responds with opportunity, resources, and momentum that amplify your efforts. The power of alignment lies in consistency. It is not enough to speak once or to act sporadically. Daily, deliberate action in harmony with your words creates a rhythm of manifestation. Millionaires understand that wealth is not an accident or a result of luck. It is the natural outcome of persistent alignment between thought, speech, and deed. Your words set the direction, and your actions drive the journey. Together, they create a magnetic field that draws prosperity toward you effortlessly. Aligning action with words also strengthens your confidence and clarity. When your deeds reflect your declarations, doubt diminishes and certainty grows. You no longer wonder if you are capable or deserving. Your actions prove it daily. This congruence builds momentum, attracting both the people and the circumstances that will support your vision. Millionaires do not leave alignment to chance. They cultivate it consciously, ensuring that every effort is a reflection of the abundant life they proclaim. Action without words can achieve some results, but it lacks focus and magnetism. Words give your actions direction, intention, and energy. They communicate to yourself and the universe exactly what you are ready to receive. When action and words are combined, they amplify each other, creating a powerful, self-reinforcing loop of manifestation. Every step you take becomes a declaration, and every declaration fuels inspired movement, driving you closer to your financial and personal goals. The universe responds to clarity, commitment, and consistency. When you align action with words, you signal that you are serious, prepared, and fully engaged in the creation of your desired life. Opportunities that might have seemed random now appear as synchronicities. Doors open where walls once stood, and resources flow toward you with ease. Millionaires live in this alignment continuously, knowing that congruence between speech and action is the foundation of sustainable abundance. Aligning action with words also fosters accountability. Your words set the standard, your actions uphold it. By living in this integrity, you cultivate trust in yourself, in your capacity, and in the natural flow of abundance. Every step taken in alignment reinforces your identity as someone who creates, receives, and thrives in prosperity. In essence, aligning action with words is the bridge between vision and reality. Words articulate what you desire, action demonstrates your readiness to receive it, and together they activate the natural laws of manifestation. Millionaires do not separate thinking, speaking, and doing. They integrate all three into a unified, powerful practice that produces results beyond expectation. Step into alignment today. Speak boldly of your wealth, act decisively toward your goals, and let every effort mirror your declarations. When words and action move in perfect harmony, the universe responds with opportunities, resources, and experiences that make your vision inevitable. This is the path of abundance, the method of manifestation, and the hallmark of the millionaire mindset. Visualizing wealth with clarity is one of the most powerful tools for attracting abundance. The mind's eye is the doorway through which dreams move from imagination into reality. Every millionaire knows that before money appears in the hands, it must first appear in the mind. fully formed, vivid, and unmistakable. Clarity of vision is not optional. It is essential. To manifest wealth, you must see it, feel it, and experience it in your consciousness as though it already exists. Imagine your life exactly as you desire it to be. Picture the abundance surrounding you, the financial freedom, the opportunities, the joy, and the security. Visualize every detail with precision. The numbers in your bank account, the lifestyle you enjoy, the generosity you extend, and the impact you make. The more detailed and vivid your visualization, the stronger its magnetic power. Millionaires do not visualize vaguely. They create a mental blueprint that leaves no room for doubt, hesitation, or uncertainty. Visualization is not merely wishful thinking. It is a deliberate act of alignment between thought, feeling, and intention. When you see wealth clearly in your mind, your subconscious mind begins to accept it as your reality. Your actions, decisions, and energy begin to align with the vision you hold. Every step you take, every choice you make, is guided by the mental picture you have created. This is why clarity is crucial. An unclear vision results in scattered energy, hesitation, and delayed results. Millionaires understand that the universe responds to precision. A foggy idea of success attracts only foggy results. But a clear, focused, and emotionally charged vision acts like a beacon, drawing opportunities, resources, and people to your side. Visualization amplifies the power of your words and actions, making them more effective, intentional, and magnetic. The mind does not distinguish between what is imagined and what is real when it is felt with intensity. By immersing yourself in the experience of wealth mentally, you begin to live as though it has already arrived, and this energy attracts it into your tangible life. Clarity in visualization also strengthens confidence and reduces fear. When you know exactly what you desire, when you can see it, feel it, and believe in it, uncertainty loses its grip. You act decisively, speak boldly, and maintain focus even in the face of challenges. Millionaires do not drift aimlessly. Their vision is their compass, guiding them toward opportunities and actions that bring their imagined wealth into reality. The emotional aspect of visualization cannot be underestimated. It is not enough to see wealth in your mind. You must feel it with intensity. Feel the excitement, joy, relief, and gratitude as though your abundance is already present. Emotion energizes your vision, giving it life and power that logic alone cannot generate. The combination of vivid imagery and strong emotion creates a magnetic force that draws the circumstances necessary to manifest your wealth. Visualization is also a rehearsal for reality. By repeatedly imagining your life in abundance, you train your subconscious mind to accept it as normal, inevitable, and natural. Millionaires mentally practice their success, envisioning every scenario, challenge, and triumph. This preparation ensures that when opportunities arise, they are ready to act with clarity, confidence, and precision. The clarity of your visualization sets the trajectory of your wealth. The more precise, detailed, and emotionally charged it is, the faster and more fully it manifests. Millionaires know that wealth begins as an idea, a picture, a vivid experience in the mind, and that clarity transforms imagination into reality. Every morning, every moment of focus, and every conscious effort to see your abundant life strengthens this process, bridging the gap between desire and manifestation. Visualizing wealth with clarity is not an idle fantasy. It is an active, deliberate, and potent practice. It trains your mind, energizes your intentions, and aligns your actions with your ultimate goals. Millionaires make it a daily habit because they know that what the mind can clearly see and feel, the hands can eventually hold. When clarity guides your imagination, your focus, and your energy, abundance is not just possible, it is inevitable. Removing resistance through forgiveness is one of the most powerful keys to unlocking wealth and abundance. Many people carry invisible chains of resentment, guilt, or anger from past experiences, and these emotional weights act as blocks to the natural flow of prosperity. Money, opportunity, and success cannot fully enter a mind that is burdened by unresolved conflict, grudges, or self-recrimination. Millionaires understand this principle. True abundance flows effortlessly when the heart is free, when forgiveness has removed all internal resistance, and when energy is allowed to move unimpeded. Forgiveness is not about condoning what has happened. It is about freeing yourself from the hold that past experiences have over your present and future. Every resentment you hold, every moment of blame or regret, creates energetic resistance. It stops the flow of abundance, repels opportunity, and keeps you trapped in cycles of limitation. But when you consciously choose to forgive, both yourself and others, you remove the barriers, opening a wide path for prosperity to enter. The millionaire mindset recognizes that forgiveness is a form of release. It is a declaration that your future is more important than your past. By letting go of grudges, past mistakes, or the feeling of being wronged, you create mental and emotional space for wealth to flow. Money loves energy that is free, unblocked, and joyful. The universe responds to hearts that are light, generous, and unburdened. Holding onto resentment keeps abundance at a distance. Forgiveness draws it near. Forgiveness also shifts your vibration from scarcity to abundance. When you cling to negativity, fear, or blame, you reinforce patterns of limitation. But when you release these burdens through forgiveness, you raise your energetic frequency, aligning yourself with the flow of wealth, opportunity, and growth. Millionaires do not waste energy on anger or resentment. They use that same energy to create, attract, and expand. By choosing forgiveness, you transform what was once a block into a channel for prosperity. Self-forgiveness is equally essential. Many people sabotage their wealth by carrying guilt or shame about past financial mistakes or missed opportunities. Millionaires know that punishing oneself is counterproductive. They accept their past, learn from it, and release the emotional weight, understanding that their future abundance depends on the freedom of their mind and heart. Forgiving yourself is a powerful declaration. I am worthy, I am capable, and I am ready to receive all the wealth and success I deserve. The act of forgiveness creates clarity and focus. When you are no longer distracted by resentment or emotional baggage, your mind becomes a fertile ground for creative ideas, inspired actions, and decisive steps toward abundance. Opportunities that were once hidden become visible, solutions that were once blocked become obvious, and energy that was wasted on negativity is redirected into the creation of wealth. Forgiveness is not passive. It is an active, transformative process that clears the way for prosperity. Forgiveness also enhances gratitude, another powerful force for attracting abundance. When you forgive, you open your heart to appreciation for the lessons learned, the growth achieved, and the opportunities that are still ahead. Millionaires integrate forgiveness into their daily practice, knowing that every act of release strengthens their connection to the flow of money, the power of opportunity, and the vibration of success. The universe responds to forgiveness with remarkable generosity. As you release resistance, wealth, abundance, and opportunity begin to move toward you with ease. Money flows where energy is free, hearts are light, and intentions are clear. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you create a magnetic environment for prosperity, drawing not only material wealth, but also joy, freedom, and peace into your life. Removing resistance through forgiveness is not a one-time act. It is a continuous practice. Daily, consciously release anger, resentment, and guilt. Reaffirm your commitment to freedom, clarity, and abundance. Millionaires live in a state of ongoing forgiveness because they know that prosperity requires an open heart and a clear mind. By forgiving, you remove every obstacle that might slow your progress, allowing wealth to flow naturally, powerfully, and abundantly into your life. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to true prosperity. It transforms the energy of your mind and heart, clears the path for opportunity, and aligns you with the infinite flow of abundance. Step into forgiveness today, release all resistance, and watch as the universe responds with wealth, joy, and freedom beyond your imagination. Living in the consciousness of abundance is the pinnacle of the millionaire mindset. It is the state of being in which every thought, every word, and every action is aligned with the reality of unlimited prosperity. Those who live in this consciousness do not merely chase wealth, they embody it, radiate it, and attract it effortlessly. Abundance is not just about money, it is a mindset, a vibration, and a way of experiencing life. When you think abundantly, speak abundantly, and act abundantly, the universe reflects this consciousness in every area of your life. To live in abundance, you must first see the world through the lens of plenty rather than scarcity. Every opportunity becomes visible, every resource becomes accessible, and every challenge becomes a stepping stone rather than a barrier. Millionaires operate from this perspective daily. They do not focus on what they lack, on limitations, or on obstacles. Instead, they maintain a constant awareness of the wealth, potential, and possibilities already present in their lives. This consciousness acts like a magnet, drawing greater abundance toward them with effortless ease. Abundance begins in thought. When your mind is filled with positive, expansive, and wealthy ideas, it generates energy that attracts corresponding circumstances. Millionaires guard their mental environment carefully, replacing worry, doubt, and fear with thoughts of growth, opportunity, and success. Living in the consciousness of abundance means thinking in terms of possibility rather than limitation, opportunity rather than lack, and growth rather than stagnation. Your inner dialogue becomes a declaration of wealth, setting the stage for prosperity to flow naturally into your life. Words amplify this consciousness. When you speak from a mindset of abundance, your declarations carry the vibration of prosperity. Phrases like "I am open to receiving," "money flows to me freely," and "opportunities surround me" are not empty affirmations. They are commands that shape your reality. Millionaires understand that language is a vehicle for consciousness. By consistently speaking in alignment with abundance, they reinforce their mental and emotional state, making wealth an inevitable reflection of their inner world. Action rooted in abundance completes the cycle. Living in the consciousness of abundance is not passive, it manifests through deliberate, inspired, and confident actions. Every step taken by those who embody this mindset is guided by the understanding that wealth is plentiful, opportunities are everywhere, and success is natural. Actions aligned with abundance multiply the energy of thought and word, creating a momentum that draws even more prosperity into their lives. The universe responds to consistent, purposeful movement born from a consciousness of plenty. Gratitude is an essential companion to this consciousness. Those who live abundantly appreciate the wealth already present in their lives, and through this appreciation, they invite even greater prosperity. Millionaires recognize that abundance is both a state of mind and a flow of energy. By giving thanks, by celebrating victories, and by acknowledging blessings, they maintain the high vibration necessary for continued growth and financial success. Gratitude ensures that abundance is not only achieved but sustained. Living in the consciousness of abundance also transforms relationships, opportunities, and decision-making. When you see life as plentiful, collaboration replaces competition, generosity replaces fear, and inspired choices replace hesitation. Millionaires operate from this principle, understanding that a mindset of abundance enhances every aspect of life. The opportunities they attract are not limited by scarcity or fear. They flow freely into a consciousness that is open, expansive, and receptive. Abundance is a lens through which every experience is interpreted. It is the difference between seeing money as limited and seeing it as energy, between viewing challenges as obstacles or as stepping stones, and between living in fear or in faith. By choosing to live consciously in abundance, you cultivate a sense of empowerment, confidence, and clarity that attracts wealth effortlessly. Every thought, word, and action becomes aligned with the natural flow of prosperity. The millionaire mindset embraces abundance not as a distant goal, but as a present reality. Living in this consciousness means knowing, feeling, and acting as though wealth, opportunity, and success are already yours. It is a state of alignment with the infinite potential of the universe, where limitations dissolve and possibilities expand endlessly. By cultivating this state, you ensure that prosperity is not only attainable but inevitable. Living in the consciousness of abundance is the final key that integrates all the principles of wealth: thought, words, belief, gratitude, confidence, circulation, aligned action, visualization, and forgiveness. It is the overarching mindset that turns ideas into reality, intentions into achievements, and dreams into tangible success. Those who embody this consciousness do not merely attract wealth. They live it, breathe it, and inspire it in others, creating a life of freedom, fulfillment, and limitless prosperity.